This segment is sponsored by Seeker Weiss LLP and the Holland Law Firm. One of the largest class action settlements in U.S. history is moving forward, potentially impacting millions of Americans who have used Roundup or other weed killers. Here to break down what that means and why it matters even for those who feel perfectly healthy is Eric D. Holland, counsel for future claimants, Holland Law Firm. Hello, Eric. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Elaine. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. The settlement covers claims for up to 21 years. How is it designed to protect people who may not even get sick until much later?
It's a very important feature of this settlement, Elaine. It allows people, when they are diagnosed in the future, to come into the claim and make a claim at that time. They don't have to make any decisions now. They're given that ability when their actual diagnosis happens.
Wow, great to know. And who qualifies here? And why might everyday consumers who used weed killer at home be included?
Yeah, two main things qualify folks for this settlement, and that's exposure to Roundup products and a diagnosis of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. A lot of people will think about Roundup as a product primarily used on farms or by landscapers, but the product is extensively used and has been historically by local consumers on their sidewalks and driveways and so forth. So those people are covered by this settlement too.
Great to know. And Eric, what factors would make someone eligible for a higher payment under the settlement?
Higher payments are going to be geared towards higher exposures. So people that do work in the agricultural or landscaping business and have documentation of that, they're going to be on the higher end. People with more serious cancer diagnoses and treatment, they're going to be getting higher rewards. So if they have stem cell transplants or much more serious treatment of that nature, and of course younger people, those are all the sorts of people that are going to be getting the higher end of the awards in this program.
Wow. Just a minute ago, you had mentioned that people generally thought this was on farms, but it's really extensively used even in households. Can you just clarify, are you talking about people who even have just been using that spray bottle around their yards?
Yeah, that's true. Now, I do need to say the company took the active ingredient glyphosate out of the consumer product back in 2023. So those exposures for residential users have stopped. But those exposures were very prevalent and all over the United States for a long time, for in fact, decades.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. And how does someone find out about their eligibility and their legal rights?
The very best place is the website that has been ordered by the court to be put up that has the settlement information, the settlement documents, and a number of frequently asked questions so that people can go in and dial into whatever their questions are.
Eric, thank you so much for walking us through this.
You bet. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Again, you can learn more about this multi-billion-dollar settlement by going to weedkillerclass.com or call 1-888-403-8201. Again, that's 1-888-403-8201.